Hello, it's me, and this is going to be on my art channel. If you haven't subscribed to it already, you could do that now. I would highly appreciate it, and also subscribe to my first channel. But with that out the way, this is a serious video about, me being somewhat of a intermediate artist. Now, I know there's a lot of people before me or that's younger than me that wants to get into art and stuff like that because they know that they see their talent at a young age, like I did. And I mean, even though I'm not there yet, I'm progressively getting better and better to being a professional artist. And I just want to share with you kind of my take and my story a little bit of how I figured out I knew how to draw and the ups and downs of becoming an upcoming artist and stuff like that. But if you haven't already, before I get to that, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I need all the help I can get with this channel. Honestly, it's kind of running slow, and I haven't been really that consistent with this, but this art channel is gonna be it's gonna be the way I express my feelings in a way. So yeah, I have my first channel, which you can also subscribe to that, but this art channel actually expresses my feelings and my passion for my talent. So I wanted to start off with how I started to get good, or not how I started, but when was the first time I decided to when was the first time I figured out I knew how to draw? So back in 2011, 2012, by the way, most of these dates may be wrong. Honestly, I'm just going by sheer memory, just vivid memory, so I may be wrong on these. But I know I was the age of 11, 10, even probably younger, 8 or 9, and I was in elementary school. And I was a huge Sonic fan. I still am a huge Sonic fan. And I decided to draw Supersonic, right? Colored it and everything. Not the classic Supersonic, but modern Supersonic. And I just had faith that I just had high hopes that I was able to do it. And I took just a regular sheet of paper and I just started drawing it out. And then come to find out, after I was done with it, I was very shocked of what it turned out to be. And a lot of y'all probably gonna ask, oh, what does it look like? That's the thing. I lost it at that time, right after I did it. Because I realized I was good, but I didn't take my talent seriously. I just thought it was just a fluke or something that it was a one-time thing. If I would have did it again, it would probably look trash. So then, fast forward a couple weeks, and like I said, I am a huge Sonic advocate. I love Sonic and as a franchise. So I was, and especially when I was young, I was very obsessed with it. So I think it was one of Sonic's birthday. It was one of Sonic's birthdays. He just turned a certain year, I think. And I drew this collaboration of Sonic Unleashed, Sonic and the Secret Rings. I mean, not Sonic, Sonic and Secret Rings, Sonic and the Black Knight, Classic Sonic, and I think Sonic Rider. All 5 of those different Sonics in one picture. And did I also lose that one too? Yes, I did. Like I said, I didn't really care that much about them, so I never kept them. So when I did lose them, I didn't really care that much, to be honest. So that was that. And then after that, I stopped drawing for a while. I didn't take it seriously. And all I want to say before I move on is that sometimes it's okay to take breaks from drawing or whatever you're doing artistically, because it can be draining. and sometimes they would probably take a little toll on you. And like I said, that's perfectly fine. We're all human, and we're all human in different ways. But at this time, I kind of am an exclusion from that, because at that time, like I said, I really didn't care that much. So I just thought it was just a fluke. You know what I'm saying? I didn't even know it was like a talent of mine. I was so unaware of things. You know, a lot of us when we was younger, we was very unaware of a lot of things in life. Like, we just wanted to go outside, be out with our friends, riding bikes and stuff like that, where our brains just turned off. We don't think about anything, right? That's how it was. So, like I said, I didn't take it seriously. Then fast forward to like middle school, or like somewhere like at the end of elementary, somewhere in the end of elementary, close to middle. I remember one time I was at my mom's apartment that she used to live in. She doesn't live there anymore. I was at my mom's old apartment. We was living there at the time. This was before, by the way, this is like a year before the Nintendo Switch was announced. So you could tell how old I am. Y'all could guess. I'm not gonna tell y'all. Y'all could guess. But this was before the first version of the Switch came out, the year before. And I remember I was like really bored, and I had this big, well, I would say big, it was like a medium-sized sketchbook, which I don't have no more. It was a medium-sized sketchbook. It was like this big. You know what I'm saying? My hand right here, like, it was pretty big. I barely drew anything in it. And it was one time, this was around the time I didn't have a phone. I didn't have a phone either. So I remember one time, I was very heavy into the anime Soul Eater. Love Soul Eater, and I still do. Like, I got my whole family hooked onto that anime, and that was the reason why my mom's side of my family just loved anime. After that, they started watching Attack on Titan, Seven Deadly Sins. We watched that as a whole. Sailor Moon, all that type of stuff. I got my mom's family hooked. Even my grandparents, I got them hooked on anime, and Soul Eater was the start of it. But anyways, I was using the bathroom. I had bubble guts. I had bubble guts, and then I had my sketchbook with me because I didn't have no phone, so I couldn't occupy myself other than drawing. So that's exactly what I did. And I was like, you know what, since I'm gonna be on the toilet for a long time, I was gonna just decide to draw something. And the first thing that came to mind, or first person that came to mind, was Death the Kid from Soul Eater, because he was my favorite character. And I will show y'all a picture of it right here, because I actually have it like on my wall. So I'll show a picture of it right here. And I kind of made that was like the starting point of my journey of becoming a good artist. Because when the first two pictures I made with Sonic characters, I realized I was good, but I didn't take it seriously. With this one, with the Death the Kid picture, I really took it seriously, and I was like, okay, then I gotta do something, right? And then that's when I started, reading manga and stuff like that. And I was like, and that's when I started reading comic books also. And I was like, this is a job that I can do. I could make my own manga, make my own comic book, and then have a good studio, just take it and make it to a very good anime, and then split the profit between me and the company. Of course, I get most of the share because I'm the creator, but that was my plan. That still is my plan. And ever since then, I think after the Death the Kid drawing, I still kept flopping, because it wasn't because I didn't take it seriously. I took it seriously. I just didn't have the confidence. At the time, I had very low self-esteem. And it's normal for a lot of people to have self-esteem because of the people around you, or how society is, or probably because of your parents. So there's different ways you have low self-esteem. And when you have low self-esteem, you just don't have no energy or hope to do anything. So at that time, I didn't have hope, or I didn't have no faith in myself. I didn't have the motivation to keep going after the Death the Kid drawing. So years flew by, and I turned 13, which is like, I think in the US it's just that's an official teenage age is 13. So I turned 13, and remember this even actually I'm gonna backtrack. Before I hit 13, 3 years before, that's when I decided to start making plans about the story I wanted to make, and which I did. If y'all want to check that out, you can follow my Instagram, which is in my description of both this channel or in my first channel. But I'll put a link description in this video. But I started planning this. I started kind of storyboarding like on paper, like not on like drawing the panels and stuff, but like in my notes on my phone, or not my phone, but in my books, sketchbooks of certain things regarding story, characters, stuff like that. I have years and years of different drafts of my main character specifically. Like, I'll show a couple on screen, like some I still have. But that was the beginning of me trying to make an incredible story. And I'm old enough now. I'm not gonna tell you my age. Y'all gonna have to figure it out. But I have so much story-wise. Now I just started to like actually put out the storyboarding like on paper and stuff like that, with like the rough drafts of my panels for my first volume and my sketchbook, my big sketchbook. The series is called Fracture Omen. I'm really working hard on it, right? So back to when I turned 13. When I turned 13, I had a lot of storyboarding already in mind. So when I got my phone, I put it in my notes just to keep it with me, just to, you know. And then sometimes I knew that at some point in time I was going to end up changing some things around regarding the story, because when you're an artist, or when you're a comic artist or manga artist, or illustrator or writer, you know that you're going to end up keep changing things regarding your story. Nothing's going to really stick with you. Sometimes when you get an idea, you just want to add it to your story. So you're not always going to have like that. You're not always going to make one draft and be like, okay, yeah, that's the final draft. No, you're going to have that roller coaster where you're going to find out new things and you're going to add it. That's what I kept doing. That's perfectly fine as an artist, perfectly fine. That's what I kept doing, and I'm still kind of doing it now because like I still have time before I publish it. So I have plenty of time before I publish it. So I don't got nothing to worry about. So if I want to change something, I can without no hindrance or not me feeling bad or whatever. So, but when I turned 13, that's when I actually started to try drawing my main character. His name is Aso. Also, I show a picture of him right here. I started drawing him, and at the time I didn't have no name for him. I just drew him. I knew that I wanted him to be black, obviously, because I'm black. You know, I wanted him to be black. I didn't really have a in-flesh story about him particularly, or I just had ideas of like his story. I just had ideas of what he's gonna look like. I didn't have nothing about his backstory, nothing like that, or where he's gonna play in my main story. I just knew that he's gonna be a main character. And so, fast forward all the way up to now, and I have this habit. I'm starting to do this thing where, and it's a good thing, and I think a lot of y'all should do. A lot of y'all artists, upcoming artists, or even artists after me that's better than me should do, but I'm pretty sure y'all do it anyways. And that is, try drawing every day. Now, I know life is very, very, very lifing. You know what I'm saying? It's really busy. We all have things to do to survive in this shitty economy, right? We all got jobs. We all got responsibilities. I get that. I have a job too. The days I don't work, because I work part-time, but the days I don't work, and even the days where I do work and I have time, I will find time to at least sketch something in one of my little small sketchbooks. And then after that, if I still have time, I will do some type of digital art piece, which is something I'm gonna give y'all in this video while I'm talking, right? And I don't know why I'm bringing this up now while we're like 15 minutes into the video, but yeah, in the background is going to be me drawing something for digital art. But that's what I started doing. I started doing that not too long ago. It was like a month ago where I was like, okay, I need to get better. So I started also signing up for classes on a website called Colosso, which it's just a whole bunch of classes where you can sign up for. Some of them are online, or like where it's like a teacher in front of you. Some of them are just like, you know, unlimited where you can use it anytime. I use the unlimited ones because I know like because I got a job and stuff. So I signed up for one regarding character designs, and it really has helped me a lot. And I still go back to it when I need help with something. I just go to a certain course regarding that class, and it helps a lot. But after I do that, like I said, I will go in and like try sketching something, or every day I always feel like I have to draw something. Like that is every day I always feel like I have to draw something, and it's a good feeling. And I feel like you all should do that too as like upcoming artists, and if you want to make comic books and stuff like that, that would be a great way of practice. It's just a way of building, not only building a portfolio, but building not only building a portfolio, but also progressing. Because every time I do a illustration, whether it's on paper or it's on my tablet, I can really see the change and certain things that I used to have problems with 2 years ago or 1 year ago. It's my skill is getting better and better as I practice every day when I get the chance. I even sometimes, like when I go to the barbershop, I even take one of my sketchbooks with me. I always keep my sketchbook in like my small sketchbook in like one of my man bags or a book bag. So anytime I go somewhere, I take it out and I just start sketching something. Or when I'm at like a restaurant, and you know how the kids menu it's this paper that has like games on it with the little kids menu on the top, and on the back it's just blank sheet. I just use one of the crayons, draw a character, and that's just everywhere I go, I draw. And it's relieving, and it's a sign of like it's another way of practicing, and you can see your progression when you're doing that every day. And so I just want to say, like, as a person that really struggles with trying to have high self-esteem, because I'm not gonna lie, as much, and I get a lot of compliments from my artwork, I do. I just think that, I mean, I could do better, which is not in like a positive sense where it's like, yeah, you know, you can improve, but like in a negative sense where sometimes you feel like nobody's watching you, or like nobody is kind of cheering you on from the background. And I have people that do, but sometimes you have expectations of the people that really doesn't do it. You want them to support you, but those aren't the people that's supporting you. But you have people that support you, but it's not the ones you want. And that's how I was, or that's how I am. I'm still trying to get out of that and just be appreciative of the people. Not saying I'm not, but just be a little bit more appreciative to the people that are cheering me on in the background regarding my artwork and stuff like that, and where I want to go with this passion. And I am really like 10 toes down, fully committed to this. And don't be, discouraged when people try to talk down on you because you've been inconsistent regarding your art, because it's called life. Like is life. You're going to have responsibilities. You're going to have to survive. You're going to have to do other things. You do other things. You're human. You're human. And this is like another topic for another day, but don't be discouraged when somebody talks down on you because your inconsistency of what you like doing, because you know that you have a job, life is hectic, you're probably moving into a new house, you gotta get things, you got relationships. It's fine to be human. It's okay to be human. And this is from a person that kind of got a little bit neglected over the years for being human. So it's okay for being human. It's okay to be human. Just to let y'all know. And I've been planning to make this video for a long time, but I didn't know when I wanted to do it. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video and really take what I said, like really think about it. Just you don't gotta think about it all day. Just kind of let it resonate with you. But I wanted to just let y'all know that it's okay to be human. It's okay to make mistakes. Be you. And that's all I gotta say. So I'm gonna keep promoting it, but subscribe to my first channel and then subscribe to this channel. And I hope y'all enjoy the drawing that I made. It's gonna be in the back of this video, so it's gonna be in this video while I'm talking. So it's probably finished, probably not, I don't know, but I see y'all in the next video, either first channel or this channel. But guys are out.